What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk to you today about a story I've seen. Well, this story broke Saturday, and it was very limited information, so I didn't do it. So I waited around for more information to come out, and surprisingly, it has. And the story I'm talking about is out of Miami-Dade, Florida. Shout out Miami-Dade. And it's involving this Beanie Siegel looking chick right here. This woman is 32 years old, and her name is Melissa Valbrun, and she's dumb as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman got into a fictitious argument with people that you know what? I'm not even going to explain it. I want you to see it. But what happened was, this chick pulled the gun and wound up shooting her own daughter by accident that had nothing to do with it. She was locked up Friday, bonded out yesterday. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it. I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. And sometimes Juggernaut is stupid as hell. Look.
Police are investigating after a 15-year-old girl was shot in northwest Miami-Dade. That teen is now recovering in the hospital this morning. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is outside the McDonald's where that shooting happened. She's got more details.
Good morning, guys. A bullet hit a 15-year-old girl late last night right here behind me at this McDonald's in northwest Miami-Dade. The Miami-Dade Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened last night at this McDonald's here on 9250 Northwest 7th Avenue in northwest Miami-Dade. According to a detective, investigators are still piecing together what exactly happened after a 15-year-old girl was found shot in her shoulder. One person is detained, but detectives say so far the investigation points to this shooting being accidental. That teenager who got shot is being treated at Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center, and at last check, she was stable. In northwest Miami-Dade, Hannah Yashivi, Local 10 News.
Do you have anything to say? What would you say? Right now at 5:30, a mother accused of accidentally shooting her daughter had nothing to say to our cameras as she bonded out of jail. This was Sunday night. She faced a judge over the weekend after she was arrested for the incident at a McDonald's in northwest Miami-Dade. Now she's facing a number of charges. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is live in northwest Miami-Dade with all the details here. Hannah.
Alex, we were there when the mother bonded out of jail yesterday, and as you said, she had nothing to say to us about her actions when this past Friday she allegedly shot her daughter accidentally right here behind me at this McDonald's. Bonding out and running out.
Melissa, did you mean to shoot your daughter?
Our Local 10 crew was there.
Did you mean to shoot your daughter? Do you have anything to say? What would you say?
Sunday morning,
Melissa Valbrun.
Melissa standing in front of a judge after allegedly being accused of accidentally shooting her very own daughter, who's 15 years old.
You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, battery, and culpable negligence.
This past Friday, Miami-Dade police officers arresting her. It all happened at this McDonald's in northwest Miami-Dade. According to her arrest form, just before the shooting, Melissa threatened to shoot a Lyft driver and 3 of his passengers because she thought one of them had pointed at her. The person who pointed told police officers she was simply pointing at the Lyft driver, telling the others with her that the driver had arrived.
The defendant then began to bang the window, making several threats to shoot and kill them.
Melissa's being charged for allegedly threatening to kill 4 people. After the Lyft driver pulled off, this is what the passengers told officers that happened. They heard a gunshot and observed that the juvenile victim had been shot. Melissa told investigators that she had the firearm on her waistband and it accidentally fell, causing the firearm to discharge and strike her daughter.
Technically, really, it's a shooting. It's a complete shooting. The charge needs to be elevated.
Melissa, do you have anything to say to those people that you pulled the gun on?
Once again, nothing to say to us.
Melissa, you dropped your sandal.
Melissa's bond was $22,000, and she was ordered to stay away from her daughter and to also stay away from all of those 4 passengers who were on that lift. On Friday, her daughter was rushed to Jackson Memorial Hospital's Ryder Trauma Center, and at last check, she was stable. We're live in Northwest Miami-Dade this morning. Hannah Yashivi, Local 10 News.
All right, guys, that's the story of this lady right here, or this machine rather. Melissa Valbrum, 32 years old, species name, Juggernaut, Papa Shottis. Whether it's pink hair or Jiffy Pop, the Juggernaut just don't stop. She shot her daughter, y'all. Shot her daughter, threatening other people. People wasn't even pointing at her. And even if they was pointing at you, what's that? How does that threatening their lives? How does that equate to threatening their lives? I don't understand it. Don't understand it. She got a whole bunch of charges. How do you give her bond? You're ordered to stay away from your daughter and stay away from those people. First of all, you'll probably never see them people again, but how you gonna stay away from your daughter? That's the stupidest stuff. Stupidest stuff. This type of chick you can't build with. Can't build nothing with. You can breed with them. You can't build with them. And that's the part that's crazy. There are a lot of women out here right now that you can't, as a man, you can't build with. My sons are in their 20s. I'm like, y'all, I feel for you. Because the pickings are slim. Especially with the way everything's over-sexualized and the way a lot of young girls act. Not all, but a lot of young girls act with, like, lack of values and stuff. It's a mess out here. This woman, 32 years old, got a 15-year-old daughter that she shot acting a fool in all of her juggernautry in front of a kid. That's the examples we set out here. That's the examples we set. Now, your daughter in the hospital, shoulder blasted, because you dropped the gun threatening somebody. Where does that leave us? Told you, man, there's no accountability, no impulse control, no nothing out here. Women are supposed to keep people out of danger. Why would you act a fool and brandish a gun if your life wasn't threatened with your daughter standing there? What are we teaching our kids? And then we wonder why when I show police videos or something like that, and you see these kids out of their damn mind and acting like somebody bothered them right after they committed a crime, and somebody goes to apprehend them, all of a sudden, they're the ones that's being picked on. Where does that leave us? Seriously, where does that leave us? And this stuff is growing. All of this negative, viral type stuff that's inside of people is spreading into their kids because nobody's leading by example no more. I thought one of the things was about raising a kid is you want them to have a better life than you did, not enveloping your devilishment. That's the part that's hurtful. I mean, a lot of these kids, when a child is born, they have a clean slate. What you put in them is what you get out and what they give to the world. And a lot of shit right now is just all over the damn place. She pointed the gun at the Lyft driver and the people. I'm sure they told her multiple times, hey, no, we was just pointing at the Lyft driver. But in her just going off probably, she probably couldn't even hear it. Because for some reason, the Juggernaut female, when she goes off with the mouth, she goes off with the mouth. She don't hear nothing but what she's saying. Here's another thing, man. This part crazy too. She out there acting a fool, right? Doing all of that yelling and screaming. When she shot her kid, they stayed there instead of taking her to the hospital. I don't understand. I don't know what made her just stay there. Maybe an ambulance or a cop was close by, but they gave her bond. How do you get bond for threatening to kill people you don't know because you thought they pointed at you? You a public danger. How you even get bond? Then she bonded out. You saw her fat ass running? She left her sandal. She trying to run fast. The news guy chased her around the car. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm done with this shit. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. As a grown-up, it's nobody's job to fix you. You got to fix yourself. And this type of shit right here further pushes the stereotype. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.